I have done everything right up to now. So I cleaned my teeth, prepared my sleeping space. I'm ready to calm myself down and do my journal. So PM journal, priority success, breathing. I'll give that a 93. Why? Because that's enough. Today we learned that after anxiety comes paranoia. One thing we did well was keep our awareness. One thing we could have done better. We really could have organized ourselves better today. But there is no best, only better. Appreciation, very important. I appreciate my sister. I appreciate the internet. And I appreciate podcasts. Where would I be without my podcasts? Probably listening to the radio. When I wake up, I want to feel rested. That'll be nice. First 3 things I do as soon as I wake up. Get up. Because I'm getting better. It only took me like 5 minutes to get out of bed this morning. So we're definitely getting there. But get up. Then routine. I go to the toilet, I wash my face, I prepare my breakfast, I sit down on the bed, I do my rotation, I meditate, exercise, breakfast, journal, work. Nice. So then, work. We also did today, 8 o'clock. So I think that's pretty much a part of my routine. I need to call my sister. Easy. Nothing to worry about. Everything that I need to do today has been done. That's why we do our journal and acknowledge that what we wanted to achieve, we have achieved to whatever degree we could. We know what we could do better. We learned our lessons from the day. We know how we want to wake up. And we know exactly what we're doing after we wake up. So there is nothing for the mind to worry about. Everything it needs to do is done. All it needs to do now is rest. Like a fucking jackhammer. This is going to take a while, so I don't think I'll do it on camera. But you get the idea. It is 5 to 6. I've been up for about 10 minutes and I was awake for about 10 minutes before that. I woke up with a depressive feeling, would be an adequate description. Nothing new there. Obviously, when you're trying to sort out your life, the last thing you want to have to throw in the mix is depression, but that's exactly when it will happen. But you've got to recognize that it is a depressive feeling and not straight up depression. Splashed water on my face. During this action of splashing water on my face, this is pulling sleep off my face. This dissolves the voices, allows me to snap out of sleep, and then I look in the mirror. Try to avoid looking in the mirror before I've done that. If I was to look in the mirror in a depressive state, in half sleep, just don't. Okay. Oh. Meditation time. That meditation was a little bit torturous. My mind is in a very dark place, very disturbing. This really used to disturb me a lot. I remember being a teenager and my mind getting in states like this and This is definitely why I started smoking weed. Unintentionally, half intentionally. Everyone was doing it. But it does lead me to be like, what's the point? Nothing changes. It's always going to be the same as blah, 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 blah. Which doesn't really lead you to be motivated to exercise. But I just got to start. And once I start, I'll do more than I think. I don't even concentrate on my stretches. Just start. Just start. Get things going. Fighting against my nature of just saying, fuck it, let's eat chocolate. Oh. Let's go. Just start. Just do something. Start. I managed to do 95%. The last 3 exercises I just did halfway because I am in a depressive state. So, how do I know that? Mind is in a very, very dark place and is trying to alter my perception of reality, even though I'm never really sure what reality is, but I know that it's altering it. I am very angry, and I can recognize that anger as I replay events from my past, not intentionally, just my mind replays events from my past, and I can recognize the different memory than what I remembered it before, or I should say a different emotion to that experience than what I remembered before, which is a very useful way of judging really how your mindset is affecting your current reality or your projected future. When you have enough memories of memories, you can replay the same memories, not intentionally, they're just events replay in your mind, and you recognize that, oh, before that has been frustrating, and now this time it's anger, or now it's shame, or oh, that once was happy and now it's disappointing. Instead of just being affected by it, you can analyze it, and then in analyzing it, you're taking a step back from it and you're slightly removed from it. But this is a work day. I ain't got time for depression, but just because you don't have time for it doesn't mean you can push it away. I don't have time to wallow in my depression. Like, if this was a Saturday, I would probably pull the pin on the day and just be like, you know what, let's dive into this depression, let's go through it as quickly as possible, and hopefully by tomorrow or Monday we can be leveled out again. But you can't do this when you go into work. So you have to counter for it. You have to constantly be analyzing your thoughts, be recognizing, answer every single thing in your mind with that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. It is worth putting like 50% of your energy into analyzing rather than dealing. At least I can just put podcasts in and work on my own. Working with other people, that's incredibly difficult in this state. But my coffee is ready. So, I'm an idiot. I just sat here and recorded a whole lot of nothing. Went through my journal, went even deep philosophical into like what I need to do, how it relates to everything. So, our top priority today, I put reality checks. Why do I need to do reality checks? Because I am experiencing constant anxiety. I am slipping in and out of paranoid states, as well as slipping into a depressive state. And with depression comes anger and sadness and shame and frustration, with a whole lot of bad juju, darkness on my thought pattern. So if you're trying to be aware of all those individual things and counter for them within your mind, I think that's a pick your battles. That's a war. You're not going to win that one in a day. You're probably going to head down a downward spiral of failure. So reality check is that you take the principle of the three triangles. Not the three triangle. Triangle is 3 points. See? Check your emotion related to the activity you're doing and the thought process that is going on at that time. And then you'll be able to see, like, if you are in a depressive state, if you are anxious, if you are paranoid, if you're angry, if you're frustrated, and then you can counter for it. Not push against it, just do a counter action, but just analyze the thought process, because we've got a job to do. We've got work that needs to be done today. We can't, we can't be just slipping into depression and hopefully going through it. If it was a Saturday, that's what I would be doing. I just pull the pin on whatever plans I had and just deep dive straight into depression head first and hopefully come out the other side by Monday. Anyway, so top priority, reality checks. Our starting level of the game, I will still put a B. This is just the starting point. This is just where I'm, I don't think the whole day has to be like this. I reckon I can build from here. We learned from yesterday that we are slowly slipping into depression. And we are grateful for our awareness. I'm grateful for my glasses. And I'm grateful for the bees. We are one, we are loved, and I respect you. Now, I don't know if I actually clarified what that means. I'm not talking to you, and I'm not talking to the world. I'm talking to us. We. Everyone that is in here. Yeah? We are one. We are in the one vessel. We are loved. As this one vessel, we are loved by many. And I respect you. So let's all work together and get on with our day. Nice. Checking Trello. I think I need to update my journal list to add check Trello and calendar so that I don't miss critical appointments. Even though I have a pretty good habit of checking my calendar, it should really be at the start of my day. So that I need to do, do. Tuck. What did I say? Check calendar. Alright? Bang. Done. Calendar. Nothing. Nice. Alright. It is now 7:30. Quick editing till 8. Then I start my work. It is 9:30 at night. Just finished working, but I did have like a 2-hour break, dinner and some research stuff. And then I got a friend's van, that's why I kept working late. Today's working protocols were stuck to. I had my breaks, continued working, very productive. Wow. There was a lot of balancing going on today. I think if I was dealing with people, that would have been an incredibly difficult day. But working alone, no problem, really. Just an emotional roller coaster of horrible thought patterns and constant anxiety. I think I might need to cut coffee out of my diet, which I really don't want to do. We'll see what happens there. But I definitely noticed today that the heart rate was much more hard to control after the second coffee. Anyway, is there anything else I need to add that I should add? I don't know what this looks like to the outside person looking in, obviously. I don't know if I make this look easy or if I make it look like something from nothing. If that makes sense? But this is not easy, and this is 2 years of constant trying. And like I've mentioned before, but it's in a video from when I first started recording. Don't just do what I do and expect to have the same outcomes. Lots of background that I can never express into the videos. I'm just demonstrating this is my way of how I'm trying to deal with schizophrenia without medication. And a big part of that is knowing that if I really feel I can't control it, I will put myself back on medication. And knowing that is, I think, a big part. You know, if I was like flat out, there is no way I'm going back on medication, I don't know if this would be so successful. But knowing that I will put myself back on medication if I think that I cannot handle what's coming or what's happening, that is a very huge incentive to constantly stay aware and to not fall into the trap of everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, like I did in Israel, and we all saw the aftermath of that. Well, this is the aftermath of that. So, till next time.